Hello everyone, this is Brenda Cherono, and in this video I'm going to configure and allow Inter-Vlan routing, that is using Switch Virtual Interface SVI. Now from the previous video I had configured a router as a DHCP server, but on this video it's all about Switch Virtual Interface Inter-Vlan routing. So first and foremost, I'm here. You can see 4 PCs and a switch. This is a layer 3 switch. So these topmost PCs are going to be allocated to VLAN 10, and the 2 down here are going to be allocated to VLAN 20, and they are in different subnets. So to configure an Inter-Vlan routing using a switch virtual interface, I'll need, of course, this layer 3 switch. So to do this, I'm going to start by creating VLANs. So I'll enter into global mode. Now I think I'm going to have a host name first. So I'm going to name this switch 1. Now let's create the VLAN. So VLAN 10, I'm going to name it VLAN 10. Yeah, easy does it. So and then the next VLAN is VLAN 20. Yeah, name it VLAN 20. Now after this, I'm going to allocate interfaces to these VLANs. So as you can see here, there's first Ethernet 1 and 2 that is up here, and then there is first Ethernet 3 and 4 down here. So these first 2 I'm going to allocate it to VLAN 10, and then these other 2 I'm going to allocate it to VLAN 20. So yeah, to do that I'm going to enter into interface mode. That is interface range F1 and 2. Now switch port mode is going to be accessed, because these are we are working with their individual end devices. So since they are in access mode, so we are going to allow this access mode in VLAN 10. Yeah, so next is interface 3 to 4. Interface range, interface range. Now also they are going to be in access mode. Okay, so from there I'm going to allocate these interfaces also to VLAN 20. Now exit. Now I'm going to create a switch virtual interfaces. Now the virtual interfaces, so it is interface and then our VLAN 10, and then IP address for this one is going to be 10.10.10.1, and then 255.255. For the subnet mask is 0. No shuts. That is just that's just to to make sure that it's up. And then now the next interface is interface 20. That is the SVI. There there's the IP address, then the 20.20.1. So the mask is 255.255.0, and then shut down. So another thing that I like doing is shutting down the default VLAN is SVI, that's VLAN 1. Just shut it down. Next, let me check if all this is do show, if all of them are configured, and verify the configuration. So I'll say do show. I'm using do show because I don't want to go back and forth to the privilege mode. So do show VLAN brief, the VLAN that I've created. Yeah, so these are the VLANs that are available. That's VLAN 10 and 20. Because there is a VLAN 1 which is not going to be having any issue now. And then these other ones are always there, so these are the default. These two, they're no longer they are no longer even working. So, yeah. Then you see, already I've assigned these interfaces to their respective VLANs. So another thing that I want to verify is the IP interface that I've created. So I'll also say do show IP interface brief. So from here, as you can see, there are these interfaces that are already up. So let's check. Now in VLAN 10 and 20, I've assigned them to an IP address that's 10.10.10, and then the other one is for .20 and then .1. So, and they are up, and up. So VLAN 1, since I shut it down, it's now administratively down. So yeah. Next, I'm going to enable IP routing. You see, given that this one is a layer 3 switch, I'll have to enable routing because it's not a router, so I have to enable that feature in it. So yeah, enabling this IP routing is going to allow the VLANs to communicate. Yeah, so I think that is that. So now I'm going to assign these PCs to an IP address. So this one is in the 10 network, so I'm going to assign it to .1. This one is going to be 255, the subnet mask 0. Default gateway for this one was 10.10.10.1. Done with that. So desktop here, 10.10.10. Where is that? Okay, the 10. This is going to be the 3. Yep. So 5.255.0. Now the default 255.255. Oh no, default gateway .10.10.10.1. There we go. Yes. Just confirm the 3. Yes, everything is good. Now this is the next network, so next network 20.20.1. Now that's for the gateway, so I'm going to assign this on .2, and then now the subnet, this subnet mask is going to be 255.255.255.0. Now the default is 10.20.20.1. There we are. And then now the next one is going to be the 3, so it's 10.20.20.3. And then now the subnet mask is going to be 255.255.255.0. Defaults 10.20.20.1. There we are. So this one is all good. The other one also is fine. So let's check if these two can communicate together since they're in the same VLAN. So what I do here is come and ping 10.20.20.3. Yeah, so they do communicate. Let's check if these other PC can communicate with the neighbor in the same VLAN. Ping 10.10.10.2. Yeah, they are also okay. Now let's check if these two can communicate with each other. So let's check if this PC over here in VLAN 10 can communicate with this PC over here in VLAN 20. That is if PC 7 can communicate. So first and foremost, of course, I'm going to ping it. Ping 10.20.20.3. Now let's check if it's this VLAN are communicating, which is the whole idea of Inter-Vlan routing. Yes, so they are working well. they can communicate, they can ping each other. So I think that's fine. Yeah, well, that's how it works. So this one over here, this one is a different VLAN. So yep, yeah, very clear here. So I think all is fine. We've configured and we've seen how all this is working. So basically that is how to configure a switch virtual interface. Yeah, and the whole idea is all about Inter-Vlan routing. So yeah, thank you for the time, and thank you for watching. Yeah, see you in the next video. Bye.